Anjori Gupta is there, yeah. Yeah. She will be presenting Anjori Gupta on the
The ball
ball or
masquerade.
what is, huh?
The ball masquerade.
Ball masquerade, that's from pronunciation I was getting it a little bit confusion. Anyway, please.
I'll start. Good morning, everyone. Today I'll be presenting a case, the title, The Ball Masquerade. So a 12-year-old boy came to the emergency with sudden painful progressive prominence of the left socket since 1 week. He has a history of evisceration with ball implantation done 4 years ago. He had undergone multiple socket reconstruction surgeries with mucous membrane grafting and AMT, and he was treated for orbital infection prior to the last surgery. On examination, the right eye was, vision for distance was 6.6, and the near vision was N6, and the anterior and the posterior segments were within normal limits. The left socket showed gross proptosis with raised retrobulbar resistance, and the inferior and the superior fornix were obliterated. MRI was done for the patient. In T1 weighted image, we could see a spherical ball implant which was superior-temporally migrated due to a ISO 2 hypointense cyst around the ball implant. And a similar image was seen in the T2 weighted image where a homogeneous hyperintense cyst was seen around the ball implant. So our case was managed with aspiration of the cyst followed by intralesional injection of the cyst with bleomycin and sodium tetradecyl sulfate. The cytology of the cystic fluid showed mixed inflammatory pathology. This is the presentation of the child after 2 months with resolved symptoms, and we can see a significant decrease in the proptosis, and similarly it was seen in the CT that the implant was surrounded by significant reduced cyst. So some common causes of proptosis in children are malignant lesions, orbital infections, Graves' disease, and benign tumors. So implant cyst is a very rare complication in anophthalmic sockets, and the most common presentation is inability to retain prosthesis with proptosis. And it has been seen up to 7% patients with orbital ball implants can have a complication of implant cyst. And it has been also seen that they frequently develop after a secondary ball implant. And the proposed mechanisms for the development of implant cyst are implantation of a free conjunctival fragment into the deeper orbit, forming the lining of the cyst, or incarceration of the conjunctival edge in the wound closure, or a conjunctival dehiscence followed by epithelial downgrowth forming the cyst. So management in such cases is challenging, and literature has showed that complete excision of the cyst with or without implant removal or marsupialization in cases of small cyst are the gold standards. But another conservative alternative treatment option is cyst aspiration with intralesional injection of a fibrin cilium, which we did in our patient, which has resulted in a complete cyst resolution or aid in en bloc excision. And the similar results were seen in the literature review, where 2 papers have showed that they've used sclerotherapy as the treatment option, giving positive results. And according to my research, this has been the first case presented in India, and that makes it rare. So to conclude, sudden onset proptosis in children may not always be infectious. A rare complication of orbital implant cyst should always be considered. Imaging helps in diagnosis and planning the appropriate treatment. Thank you.
Thank you. Comments?
And I think people do know that this implant, orbital ball implant, do get away. The extrusion is one very common complication. I used to, those old days I used to do that if I have to do inoculation, why not I save the sclera, bit of sclera with muscles and remove the rest of the complete kind of a evisceration, but not complete. And then it was called that time frill excision, that you can leave little bit of sclera and muscles attached to it, and then you suture them well with conjunctiva and everything. Yes. And if there is a shortage of conjunctiva, you can put a label graft or something else. And then you put an implant that is just contact lens type of implant. And it moves so well. And you don't have complication of any of these balls at all. And I never practiced the ball because I was never sure of this, neither material, its quality, its properties, its inflammation, this one. And then extrusion, of course, was the commonest problem.
That's the most common complication.
So we used to get in long time in 80s at Sitapur that it has been thrown out and then do something.
Yes.
Yeah. So I at least did that. That remained part of sclera. with muscles, and then suture it and make the socket very well with conjunctiva shortage है तो वो बढ़ा दिए थोड़ा सा. You can put that little bit of mucosa from anywhere, and then put a contact lens kind of implant which is designed with color of this another eye, and it was done in Aligarh by a lady. She is no more there, I think. Shanno Devi, Shanno Rani और Shanno Devi. Shanno Rani कहते थे हम तो. रानी थी. अच्छा. वो देवी थी शायद, बाद में हमने. अच्छा. तो शन्नो रानी जी तुम्हें बुलाती थी वहाँ पे बच्चे का या किसी का भी, वो डिजाइन उसी कलर के साथ करती थी. So she was artist. Her husband also did for some time, but now I think tradition is not there. You can start.
You said that it's a first case in India,
Ma'am, in children.
in children.
Yes,
Okay. In adults, we do get
Yeah,
very
adults,
frequent.
ma'am, it's more
Okay,
common.
okay.
Only first case in India in children.
Reported.
Yes, ma'am.
देखो कितनी हमारी बुद्धि बढ़ाई आपने आज, ज्ञानवर्धन.